That's not. So yeah, gray matter things. Back on it. So I figured since I took myself a little 4-month hiatus, I might as well come back with something interesting. So let's talk about when gray matter was a professional wrestler. Was a couple years ago. Definitely had thoughts of big dreams of jumping to a wrestling company. My mentality was I wanted to go to NJPW, who I still have high thoughts on going to, but you'll see what's going on here. I joined a group in Chicago. I got brought in by a friend, Sutton, who knows like a pretty decent amount of wrestlers himself. I pretty much came in and I knew bits and pieces, not everything. I felt more like a mark, which if you don't know what a mark is, it's someone who geeks out of the product and someone who actually is a part of the product. Than anything. Came in and I just literally just busted ass. I had a heavy work schedule. I didn't want to get in anyone's way, but I also wanted to learn what I could learn and do what I could do. Unfortunately, being a DJ and being a wrestler conflicts a lot. And I met and retained friendships with a number of wrestlers, that being Sabin Gage, Jay Thunder, sorry, I was going to say Jeremiah, Jay Thunder, Sky Blue, Axel Rico, Coyote, Daisy Kill, I think his name is, and amongst some other names. My room, I kept it up and stayed in it because it was really something. It was a stress reliever. Helped with a lot of tension, helped with comprehension and stuff like that. Helped with the listening ability a lot. Unfortunately, had to stop due to my mentality on certain people changing, the way I was being spoken to, digressing aggressively amongst my peers, and then the big thing that being my body could not keep up with the level of aggression towards it, and me literally seeing people getting paralyzed beforehand made me not want to get into it and kind of take my time before I got into such a sport. And then in the ending factor, it actually playing a major role in me ultimately hanging it up. No, that's not to say that I'm 100% retired. I've retired from the circle and that I had been a part of. My big thing, hoping moving forward, is that I will get an opportunity to get into NJPW. If I don't, it is what it is. But back issues, knee issues, as well as me accidentally snapping the shit out of somebody's leg by accident. Not a good time, hearing a blood curdling scream. But, is what it is. Learned a lot of shit, retained a lot of shit, made some good friendships that still keep going to this day. And whenever I go to wrestling shows in Chicago, I got a whole bunch of homies that are ah! And I was ah! So it's like a whole thing. I mean, where I currently live, wrestling is more of a different venture. So potentially, that's all I'll say with that. Potentially, but definitely don't want to put anything up in the air. I know that answered not a lot, and I didn't go into a whole lot of description on it, but you know what? Like, the big thing about the wrestling community is like keeping stuff under wraps, because the less you know, the better it makes it. Like, and that's like a big thing, because like when you know everything about everything, you literally watch it in such a way that you kind of can't. It kind of makes it hard to enjoy certain bits of it, and I'd rather just enjoy the whole thing. So, yeah, if the place looks different, that's because your eyes are broken.